Ah, come on!
There's nothing to look. You gotta stand on the thing.
Oh, God!
So Carrie's dead now.
Oh.
We will remember her fondly.
Oh, it hurts so bad.
Kick it in the head.
For some reason, for a second, I processed you saying we will fondle her memory. Oh, you need to read those things.
Read those things.
Because you
it can't be any.
specifically wanted to save it.
It can't be any worse than your gameplay.
First of all.
I can
Second of all, I've never died to an ostrich, so I don't want to hear anything.
Okay.
That was
So,
a mad ostrich.
just to put this into perspective for you, yesterday, somebody on Ask Reddit posted a question that says, "What is the dumbest porn logic that you have ever seen?" Did
saw
you
that
read
one.
any of that?
I looked at it.
Did you read the comments though?
Nah, a little bit, but not much.
Okay. Well, I saved a few of the
I don't think that's a good
ones.
gun for that.
I do.
So here's one of the good ones.
Super shotgun.
All right. This person put, "From the depths of my fevered youth, renting porn on VHS and watching it late at night, I remembered this scene. Interior, living room, night. Masked man enters, dressed all in black, with a sack and starts putting things in the sack. Hot blonde enters, turns on the lights. Hot blonde, what the fuck? Who are you? What is this? What are you doing? Masked man, head downcast, looking shamefaced. Robbing you, ma'am.
Ha!
Hot blonde, robbing me? We'll see about that. Give me that dick!" Beej commences.
Beej commences.
I'm sorry, that's what gets you to comment and not the "robbing me, we'll see about that, give me that dick."
Well, I already laughed about that, but I do like Beej commences.
Yeah, Beej commences. But the freaking "robbing me, we'll see about that, give me that dick!"
Give me that dick, boy!
Because that totally happens when people get robbed.
So, how
Alright.
you gonna deal with this?
Very carefully.
You should punch it.
I would love to.
Would you like to hear more? I have more.
Yes.
Please.
Okay. Alright, I don't know how to say this chick's name because I don't know porn stars, but so I'm probably going to say it wrong. But
Don't worry, I'm sure
I think
Andrew's
it's
an expert.
pronounced Rachel, but it's spelled a very weird way. It's one of Rachel Cavalli's video where she is a stepmom who receives a sex mannequin doll with just abdomen and penis. She gets it to her room and fucks the doll while her stepson and stepdaughter secretly watch her. They manage to distract her, and the stepson replaces the doll with himself and covers his face and leg using bedsheet. The stepmom returns and continues to fuck him unknowingly. And then later, when she discovers what they did, they just proceed for a threesome.
Oh!
As you do!
Mm-hmm.
That's what?
As you do. Oh, it was you all along? Okay. Well, I guess now we just have to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's see. Oh, this one was probably the one that made me laugh the hardest.
Maybe Matt will not die this time. Enthused by your
Again,
porn
this is
project.
another porn star name that I can say it, but I don't know who this is.
Sure.
This person says, "My favorite is this one with Lisa Ann as a lifeguard. A dude is just taking a bath, and then Lisa Ann rushes in, all dressed up like a lifeguard, and is like, every beach needs a lifeguard. The guy's just
This is
bewildered
just a bath.
and is like, this isn't a beach, this is a bathtub. But then she convinces him very easily, and he just sits back and relaxes. Then suddenly she blows her whistles and screams, 'Shark, shark, get out of the water!' The guy gets out, and she says, 'Aren't you glad you had a lifeguard?' The guy realizes how absurd this is, and basically tells her to leave, and she's like, 'I think I should stay, and we should have sex.' And the guy's just like, 'All right.' And then they do the sex to each other.
That is wonderful.
All right. This is the last one. There have been a few videos recently where a guy gets a fake pussy to fuck, puts it on his bed like, 'Man, I can't wait to fuck my new fake pussy despite being 6'2", chiseled and handsome.' Then he goes to the bathroom.
As you do.
As you do. Then he goes to the bathroom to, I guess, powder up and make himself pretty for the fake pussy, and a real girl switches herself with it. Same type of plot as the other one. Tucks her legs back, drapes some blankets over the rest of her body, and pretends to be the fake pussy. After a few pumps, the guy is like, 'What?'
Oh my. As you do.
What? This is the actual
That
last
is
one.
my
It
goal.
says, Not exactly dumb porn logic, but hilariously dumb logic that happened to be in porn. Came across this one video where there was an entire family of Banes, the Batman villain, yes. And not only was everyone wearing a Bane mask and talking like the character, except the girl the son Bane was trying to bang, but there were just random Bane lines being dropped throughout the entire thing. When they finally get to doing the deed, he pulls his pants down and there's a GD Bane mask on his junk, because of course there is. Never seen anything else like it.
Are you enjoying your porn?
Okay, so let me first explain.
What had happened was...
What
You
had
see, what had
happened
happened
was...
was...
I think I actually might have mentioned this
The
on one of the
porn
previous streams.
just
Oh,
was
I did, now that I
there.
think about it. So,
There was so much porn.
I think I told you guys, and I did because I told people where to find it. So you remember when I was talking about that blog where the woman analyzed every single chapter of the first 50 Shades of Grey and basically tore it apart?
Yep.
So freaking funny. I think it was like jennytrout.com or something like that. Look it up. It's worth it. It's amazing. I don't know why I'm looking up there like there's a camera and there's not.
This
Anyway.
isn't The Office.
She didn't do the other two books, unfortunately. So I'm kind of doing them myself right now. I decided to go back through.
Wait, so you're literally reading 50 Shades right now?
Not the first one, the second one.
The
Because
one-
it's
That's not helpful.
so
The ones with less smut.
ridiculous. It's not, and here's the thing, it's not sexy. It's not. It's very laughable and it's ridiculous. And it's just like, that's why I've been laughing at intervals, because I'm laughing at how bad the writing is. And it's just, it's so Mary Sue. It's so bad.
Well, okay,
Considering
so
it was
what's...
written one-handed, I would say so.
So what's so misogynistic?
Well, this particular part was just misogynistic, so let me...
I need you to
open
read
this
it
up.
in your
I'm
worst Gilbert Gottfried voice.
Who's Gilbert Gottfried?
Iago.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't do that.
Come on, remember that video I
Oh, I
showed
remember
to
it,
you?
and it was amazing.
That's why I need you to do it in your worst
But-
Gilbert Gottfried.
I can't even do that voice.
Do the worst one you got.
Alright, I'm going to read the dialogue that I said was misogynistic, but to put it into context, they are at a charity event, and they are auctioning off 12 different women for dances with 12 different women.
Goodbye,
That is what
world.
they are auctioning off right now at this charity event. Okay.
Okay, that's already...
Now, gentlemen, pray gather around and take a good look at what could be yours for the first dance. 12 comely and compliant wenches.
That death was entirely your fault.
Please continue. Please
I'm
continue.
gonna keep going, but...
I need the rest of this in my life.
Yeah, you can't stop, but I just want you to
My
know
face
that
is so red.
that
Okay.
death was your fault.
Come on.
The voice is so bad. Don't make me keep going.
Nope, you got it. The
You
voice
gotta
is the
do it.
best part.
Exactly, the voice is wonderful.
Oh God, it's
It
really
just-
hard to do. Okay, you ready?
Yep.
To my death.
All right, the 12 comely and compliant wenches. Now you can Jeez, I feel like I'm in a meat market. I watch horrified as at least 20 men make their way to the stage area. I am hovering on the edge of becoming Yoda. And I'm really trying not to. Christian included, moving with easy grace between the tables and pausing to say a few hellos on the way. This is Yoda. This is straight up Yoda. Once the bidders are assembled, the MC begins. Ladies and gentlemen, in the tradition of the masquerade, we shall maintain the mystery behind the masks and stick to first names only. I'm really glad that this didn't start off on a fucking scene. First off, we have the lovely Jada. Oh God, this is killing me, guys.
You're doing
Can I
so.
stop this voice?
Nope. This is
It's
hilarious.
painful. It's literally painful.
I believe in you.
Ugh. It sounds like Yoda.
Frost grenade.
Okay. Jada is giggling like a schoolgirl, too. Maybe I won't be so out of place. She's dressed head to foot in navy taffeta with a matching mask. This is fucking Yoda. Two young men step forward expectantly. Lucky Jada.
Damn it.
Do you really want me to keep reading?
Yes,
Oh, God.
because it's hilarious.
Now know what happens.
Jada speaks fluent Japanese, is a qualified fighter pilot and an Olympic gymnast. The MC winks. Gentlemen, what am I bid? Jada gapes, astounded at the MC. Obviously, he's talking complete garbage. She grins shyly back at the two contenders. $1,000, one calls. Very quickly, the bidding escalates to $5,000. Going once, Going twice. Sold, the MC declares loudly to the gentleman in the mask. Oh no. There's a sex scene coming up soon. I'm not ready. And of course, all the men are wearing masks, so there are hoots of laughter, applause, and cheering. Jada beams at her purchaser and quickly exits the stage. See, this is fun, whispers Mia. I hope Christian wins you, though. We don't want a brawl, she adds. Okay, I'm gonna give them all voices. Brawl? I answered, horrified. Oh yes, he was very hot-headed when he was younger. She shudders. Christian brawling? Refined, sophisticated, likes two-door choral music Christian? I can't see it. The MC distracts me with his next introduction. A young woman in red, with long jet-black hair. Gentlemen, may I present the wonderful Mariah. What are we going to do about Mariah? She's an experienced matador? Plays the cello to concert standard, and she's a champion pole vaulter. How about that, gentlemen? What am I bid, please, for a dance with the delightful Mariah? Mariah glares at the MC, and someone yells very loudly, $3,000! It's a masked man with blonde hair and beard. Good lord, this is going on for too long. Why is it saying so long? There is one counter bid, but Mariah sells for $4,000. Christian is watching me like a hawk. Brawler Trevelyan? How the fuck do you say that? Trevelyan Gray. Who would have known? How long ago? I ask Mia. She glances at me, nonplussed. How long ago was Christian brawling? Early teens. Drove my parents crazy, coming home with cut lips and black eyes. He was expelled from 2 schools because he's such a badass. He inflicted some serious damage on his opponents. I gape at her. Hasn't he told you? She sighs. He got quite a bad rep among my friends. He was really persona non grata for a few years, but it stopped when he was about 15 or 16. She shrugs. Holy fuck. Another piece of the jigsaw falls into place. So, what am I bid for the gorgeous Jill? I'm assuming that's the MC speaking, and it doesn't say that's who's speaking. $4,000, a deep voice calls from the left side. Jill squeals in delight. I stopped paying attention to the auction. So Christian was in that kind of trouble at school, fighting. I wonder why. I stare at him. Lily's watching us closely. Please don't make me keep going. Do I have to keep going?
I'm having a grand time.
Oh, God. And now, allow me to introduce the beautiful Anna. Oh, Anna. Wait, yeah, Anastasia. It's not Anna, even though it's spelled. Okay. Oh, shit, that's me. Did you forget your own name?
Oh, come on.
For a second? Oh, shit, that's me. I'm
the execution.
I glance nervously at Mia, and she shoos me to center stage. Fortunately... Oh, what? That was a typo. Fortunately, I don't fall over, but stand embarrassed as hell on display for everyone. When I look at Christian, he's smirking at me. The bastard.
The bastard!
The bastard! Beautiful Anna plays 6 musical instruments, speaks fluent Mandarin, and is keen on yoga. Well, gentlemen, before he can even finish his sentence, Christian interrupts him. What a dick. Glaring at MC through his mask. Alright, I gotta get a good voice for Christian. What should I do for Christian's voice? It's gotta be something good.
I don't know. You gotta pick
Genie!
$10,000! I hear Lily's gasp of disbelief behind me. Oh fuck, 15. What? We all turn as one to a tall, impeccably dressed man. We all turn as one. Okay, so that 300 something people all go.
Yep, they go shoo.
This writing is impeccable. We all turn as one to a tall, impeccably dressed man standing to the left of the stage. I blink at 50. Shit, what will he make of this? Oh, she refers to Christian as 50.
Oh.
Which is really creepy if you think about it.
It's very creepy.
Because it just makes him seem old if you're coming into this out of context. But he's scratching his chin and giving the stranger an ironic smile. It's obvious Christian knows him. The stranger nods politely at Christian. Well, gentlemen, we have high rollers in the house this evening. The MC's excitement. And of course, Anna, whatever the fuck her name is the one person that the bidding goes, like, fucking through the roof because she's a Mary Sue. So everybody immediately was like, oh, $27. Okay, whatever. He turns to beam at Christian. This is a great show, but it's at my expense. I want to wail. 20! Counters Christian quietly. The babble of the crowd has died. Everyone is staring at me, Christian, and Mr. Mysterious by the stage. 25.
They bang.
Says. Yeah, they fuck. Could this be any more embarrassing? Christian stares at him impassively, but he's amused. All eyes are on Christian. Yeah, because he apparently just draws all the eyes. What's he going to do? My heart is in my mouth. I feel sick. Feel sick.
Feel sick!
Bad mistake!
Probably
Feel
see a doctor
sick.
if your heart's in your mouth.
$100,000, he says.
Oh my god, everybody shits their pants!
His voice ringing clear and loud through the tent. What the fuck? Lily hisses audibly behind me, and a general gasp of dismay and amusement ripples through the crowd. The stranger holds his hand up in defeat, laughing, and Christian smirks at him. From the corner of my eye, I can see Mia bouncing up and down with glee.
Damn it.
$100,000 for the lovely Anna. Going once, going twice. The MC stares at the stranger, who shakes his head with mock regret and bows. Sold!
Jump.
The MC cries out triumphantly. Oh god, it's coming, and no pun intended.
No, we're gonna make you read the sex scene.
Goodbye.
In a deafening round of applause and cheering, Christian steps forward to take my hand and help me from the stage. Oh god, there's a lot of that voice coming. He gazes at me with an amused grin. I'm regretting my choices right now as I make my way down.
You've made this
Kisses
decision.
the back of my hand, then tucks it into the crook of his arm and leads me towards the tent's exit. Who was that? Oh, sorry. Who is that? I ask. He gazes down at me. Someone you can meet later. Right now, I want to show you something.
It's my penis.
We have about 30 minutes until the first dance auction finishes. How many fucking females do you... Then we have to be back on the dance floor so I can enjoy that dance I've paid for.
Penis.
A very expensive dance, I muttered disapprovingly. I'm sure it'll be worth every cent. He smiles down at me wickedly. Oh, he has a glorious smile, and the ache is back, blossoming in my... Oh, dear. We're out. Oh, it's getting ready to get a lot worse. We're out on the lawn. I thought we would be heading to the boathouse, but disappointingly, we seem to be heading for the dance floor where the big band does not wait. I thought they were gonna fuck.
Are they not gonna fuck?
I'm confused. I thought they were.
If they don't fuck, I'm not interested.
Oh yeah, they're gonna fuck. Okay. There are at least 20 musicians, and a few guests are milling about, furtively smoking. But since most of the action is back in the tent, we don't attract too much attention. Christian leads me to the rear of the house and opens a French window leading into a large, comfortable sitting room that I've not seen before. They're gonna fuck.
In the window.
He walks through the deserted hall toward
With
the
the
sweeping
window.
staircase with its elegant, polished wood.
Balustrade.
Balustrade? Taking my hand from the crook of his arm, he leads me up to the second floor and up another flight of stairs to the third. Opening a white door, he ushers me into one of the bedrooms. This was my room, he says quietly, standing by the door and
like
locking
that.
it
What?
behind him. It's large, stark, and sparsely furnished. The walls are white, as is the furniture. Just get to the fucking already. A double bed, a desk and chairs, shelves crammed with books and lined with various trophies for kickboxing by the look of them. The walls are hung with movie posters. Are we ready?
Yep.
The Matrix, Fight Club, The Truman Show, and 2 framed posters featuring kickboxers. One is named Giuseppe Donatello? I've never heard of him. I don't know how to say that. But what catches my eye is the white bulletin board above the desk.
The white
Studded
penis board.
with myriad photographs.
Of penises.
Mariners.
semen?
Pennants and ticket stubs. It's a slice of young Christian. Isn't he still young? He's in his 20s. My eyes come back to the magnificent man.
Magnificent man.
Now standing in the center of the room. He looks at
Naked.
me darkly, brooding and sexy. I've never brought a girl in here, he murmurs.
Yeah.
Never, I whisper. He shakes his head. I swallow convulsively. That sounds painful!
What?
And the ache that has been bothering me for the last couple of hours is roaring now, raw and wanting. Seeing him standing there on the royal blue carpet in that mask, it's beyond erotic. I want him now! Any way I can get him. I have to resist launching myself at him and ripping his clothes off. He walks over to me slowly.
And rips his clothes off.
We don't have long, Anastasia. And the way I'm feeling right this moment, we won't need long. Turn around. Let me get you out of that dress.
Oh!
I turn and stare at the door, grateful that he's locked it. Bending down, he whispers softly in my ear, "Keep the mask on." I groan as my body clenches in response. He's not even touched me yet. Oh, here we go. We're getting into it.
This is already awful.
He grasps the top of my dress, his fingers sliding against my skin. As far as smut goes, this is pretty standard. His fingers sliding against my skin, and the touch
Bold of you to assume that we read
the
smut.
touch reverberates through my body.
Can we stop saying body?
In one swift move, he opens the zipper. Do you have time for this? Holding my dress, he helps me to step out of it, then turns and drapes it artfully over the back of the chair. Seriously? Or just yank up the dress. Removing his jacket, he places it over my dress. Why are you undressing? Just fuck! He pauses and stares at me for a moment, drinking me in. I'm in the basque and matching panties, and I revel in his sensuous gaze. You know, Anastasia, he says softly as he stalks toward me. That sounds horrifying. undoing his... He has a bow tie on? Undoing his bow tie so it hangs from either side of his neck. Why are you undoing all his clothes?
Because I gotta describe the clothes.
Then undoing the top 3 buttons of his shirt. I was so mad when you bought my auction lot.
Drop down, go
All manner of ideas ran through my head. I had to remind myself that punishment is off the menu, but then you volunteered.
He gazes down at me through his mask.
Oh my
Why did you do that?
He whispers. Volunteer? I don't know. Frustration? Too much alcohol? Worthy cause? I mutter meekly, shrugging, maybe to get his attention. I needed him then. I need him more now. The ache is worse, and I know he can soothe it. Calmness roaring, salivating beast in me with the beast in him.
Oh, God!
I don't like that that's what
Here
you're
we go.
choosing to say.
His mouth
your moan.
presses into a line and he slowly licks his upper lip. I want that tongue on me.
I've...
I vowed to myself I would not spank you again, even if you begged me.
Please, I beg.
But then I realized you're probably very uncomfortable at the moment, and it's not something you're used to.
He smirks unknowingly at me. Arrogant bastard. But I don't care because he's absolutely right. Yes, I breathe.
So there must be a certain latitude. If I do this, you must promise me one thing.
Anything.
You will safe word if you need to, and I will just make love to you, okay?
Oh, my God.
I'm panting. I want his hands on me.
Make it stop.
We haven't even got to the fucking yet. He
Do
swallows,
sex on
then takes
me.
my hand and moves towards the bed. Throwing the duvet aside, he sits down, grabs a pillow, and places it beside him. I'm turning into Bane. He gazes up at me, standing beside him. Yes, Bane is going to read this to you now. And suddenly tugs hard on my hand, so that I fall across his lap. He shifts slightly so my body is resting on the bed. There's body for you again. My chest on the pillow. My face to one side. Wait. He shifts slightly so my body is resting on the bed. My chest on the pillow. My face to one. What the fuck? Why? Leaning over, he sweeps my hair over my shoulder and runs his fingers through the plume of feathers on my mask. Yeah, that's hot.
Put your hands behind your back.
He murmurs. Oh! He removes.
Oh,
he says,
no. No!
He removes his bow tie and uses it to quickly bind my wrists so that my hands are tied behind me, resting in the small of my resting in or on the small of your back, because that is terrifying.
Oh, my God.
You really want this, Anastasia?
I close my eyes. This is the first time since I met him that I really want this. That is not fucking true.
Oh!
You have fucked like 27 times! I need it. Yes, I whisper.
Oh, God, I need a shower.
Why?
He asks
Because
softly as he caresses my behind with his palm. I groan as soon as his hand makes contact with my skin. I don't know why. You tell me not to overthink. After a day like today, arguing about the money. Layla, Miss Robinson, the dossier on me, the roadmap, this lavish party, the masks, the alcohol, the silver.
Shut up!
The auction, I want this. Do I need a reason?
No, baby, you don't.
Oh,
He says,
God.
I'm just trying to understand you.
His left hand curls around my waist, holding me in place as his palm leaves my hand and lands hard, just above the junction of my thighs. The pain connects directly with the ache in my belly. Oh, man, I moan loudly. He hits me again in exactly the same place. I groan again. 2, he murmurs. We'll go with 12. Yes, he's spanking her.
I gathered that.
Oh, my! This feels different than the last time. So carnal, so necessary.
Oh! Why? Why?
Sorry, I need a drink of water. We're gonna finish this sex scene and I'm not reading ever again.
Just gonna claw your eyes out.
Alright. He caresses my behind
Oh.
with his long-fingered hands and I'm helpless. Trussed up and pressed into the mattress at his mercy and of my own free will. For people who really want to get down to fuck, you sure aren't doing a lot of that fucking, are you? He hits me again, slightly to the side and again to the other side, then pauses as he slowly peels my panties down and pulls them off. He gently trails his palm across my behind again before continuing my spanking, each stinging smack taking the edge off my knee or fueling it. I don't know. I surrender myself to the rhythm of blows, absorbing each one, savoring each one. 12! He murmurs, his voice low and harsh. He caresses my behind again and trails his fingers down toward my sex and slowly sinks 2 fingers inside me.
Like the what am I
And slowly
missing?
sinks 2 fingers inside me.
Oh God,
Moving them in
uncomfortable!
a circle, around and around and around, torturing me. That actually is... No, I'm gonna stop there. I moan loudly as my body takes over, and I'm getting uncomfortable now. And I come and come, convulsing around his fingers. It's so intense, unexpected, and quick. Like my discomfort. That was me, not the book.
I know, but
That's right, baby!
He murmurs appreciatively. He unties my wrist, keeping his fingers inside me. How does he untie your wrist if his fingers are... What the fuck? As I lie
Slipknot?
panting and spent over him. How are you over him? You're on the bed, face down!
I'm not finished with you yet, Anastasia!
This is turning into Yoda.
Ooh!
He says...
Funny sex!
He says and shifts without removing his fingers. He eases my knees onto the floor.
Is
so
his
now-
arm like 10 feet long and made out of noodle? Like...
So that now I'm leaning over the bed. He kneels on the floor behind me and undoes his zipper. He slides his fingers out of me and I hear the familiar tear of a foil
Slurp.
packet. Open your legs, he growls, and I comply. He strokes my behind and eases into me.
This is going to be quick, baby!
He murmurs and
What every
grabbing
woman
my-
wants to hear.
Oh my God!
And grabbing my hips, he eases out and slams into me. Ah! I cry out.
No,
What the
no,
fuck is
no,
happening?
no, no, no.
You take that back right now.
None of that.
Ah! I cry out. The fullness is heavenly.
Could you do
Oh.
it like the AI from that Star Wars thing?
Oh. Ah.
Yeah, that's much better.
He's hitting the bellyache square on again and again, eradicating it with each sharp thrust! No! No! Words you do not use to describe thrusting! You do not use sharp! Don't use sharp! Is it a weapon? Oh my God!
This went from rapier to rapier.
Oh, I'm horrified. I don't even want to keep going.
You're welcome to stop at any point.
The feeling is mind-blowing. Just what I need.
Oh
I
God.
push back to meet him. Thrust for thrust.
Anna, no!
He grunts, trying to still me. But I want him too much, and I grind against him, matching him thrust for thrust. You already said that.
More penis.
Shit!
He hisses as he comes, and the tortured
Did he tell her
sound
to
sets
poop?
me off again, spiraling into a healing orgasm.
Somebody call the doctor. I got the Rona cure.
It goes on and wrings me out and leaves me spent and...
There.
If you go in that same goddamn loop again.
I go where I want to go,
Alright.
bitch.
1 hour later, Anna bounced anxiously from foot to foot. Her nerves were in hyperdrive as she waited patiently for the last of the 19 contest winners to take a picture with the guys. The question and answer went by in such a blur she couldn't remember a single thing that was said. The entire day was so surreal. The band that meant so much to her, the music that brought them through the darkness, and the men that she'd masturbated to on a nightly basis were standing
okay.
in front of her.
Let's jump right to the chase!
They were 5 feet away, and she had no clue what to say. Anna inhaled and exhaled deeply as the manager walked over to where she was standing. Ready to meet the guys? He asked, smiling. She nodded up and down, frantically. I think I'm gonna throw up, but yes.
I think I'm gonna throw up, but yes!
I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
Oh my God.
Elliot chuckled. You'll be fine. Trust me, they're going to fucking love you.
They're going to fucking fuck you.
Literally.
Anna followed closely behind Elliot as the guys bid farewell to the last winner. That was it, the moment she dreamed about. She was finally going to meet Lithium Spring.
What a douche.
CT and Ryder sat on top of the table while Jose was in a chair behind it. Guys, Anna, meet Lithium Springs, Elliot introduced. Jose Ryder and my little brother CT. Anna froze. Her heart was beating frantically as she sucked in her bottom lip. She did her best not to panic. Don't blow steel, she told herself. Hey, she waved, smiling brightly. She was going for cool and unaffected. She was going for Kate. She's the one who won the contest? Jose blurted out in surprise. He looked to his bandmates who were both staring at Anna, the same shocked expression on their faces.
Please tell me it's not. Oh my god.
Yeah, Elliot. Oh shit, where was I? Yeah, Elliot nodded. I know. Are you fucking kidding me? What? Anna asked, suddenly feeling insecure. Maybe Kate was wrong about the shorts. She clasps her hands behind her back in an effort to cover the exposed skin. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be rude. It's just, you're fucking hot. Like, insanely, ridiculously good looking, Jose emphasized. Normally it's teenagers who win these things, or creepy old dudes, never anyone who looks like you. Oh, Anna's lips puckered into a little O shape as she gaped at the guitarist. I don't know if that's a typo, but I fucking hope so. She wasn't sure how to respond, didn't know what to think. She was flattered, she was turned on, and she was a bit nervous.
I'm sorry, no lead up, no foreplay. Man, I'm so turned on.
What he means is, CT, the drummer and Anna's favorite, interjected. It's nice to meet you, Anna. He offered his hands, his eyes roaming the length of her body. His gaze was mesmerizing, all deep and gray and mysterious. Nice to meet you too, she said, taking his hand. Electricity coursed through her veins as he pulled her closer.
God, that sounds dangerous.
So close that she was straddling his leg.
Oh my god.
What's up? Ryder asked, the question in his
Ryder?
hazel eyes clear.
I don't know who she's
Ryder.
fucking.
Are you down to fuck?
Oh god, Jack Ryder? No, Jack Hyde. That's what I'm thinking. Never mind.
You tell me, she shrugged. She hardly recognized her own voice. It was low, sultry, throaty. She wasn't sure what was happening, what was about to happen, but she certainly wasn't going to stop it.
I'm uncomfortable.
I think we're good, bro, CT spoke, finally tearing his gaze from Anna's body. He looked over at his brother, dismissing him. Apparently, they no longer needed a chaperone. Guys, Elliot warned. We're good. Jose grinned, throwing his arm around the blonde man before ushering him to the door.
I'm uncomfortable.
Are you okay, Anna? Elliot asked. Anna looked down at CT. She wasn't sure when his hand landed on the back of her leg, but warmth she felt as it slid up under the frayed edge of her shorts was the only answer she needed. I'm fantastic, she breathed. Please use a fucking condom, Elliot grumbled before exiting the room.
Oh
As
no,
you do.
you gotta keep going now.
Oh yeah. So Anna, CT mused, groping her firm, tight ass, his gray eyes locked into her blue.
Is CT supposed to be Christian Grey?
I don't know!
I am so confused.
What's your favorite Lithium song?
Oh my god.
His words sent a chill down her spine. Her skin felt alive as he stroked her through the fabric of her shorts. There was an edge to his tone, lust mixed with urgency and a hint of curiosity. He was intrigued by the blue-eyed beauty writhing under his touch.
She's writhing?
Writhing!
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 Wait, writhing.
Sore, she answered. She liked Sore, but she knew it was his favorite, and well, she wanted to be his favorite too. Mine too, she stood, whispering into her neck. His mouth was on her almost instantly, all warm and wet at the base of her throat.
Ah!
He turned her around so that her ass was directly on his growing erection. Yeah, I can't. She
Yes, you can.
She vaguely registered Ryder dropping to his knees in front of her, unbuttoning the button of her shorts, and she wasn't sure where Jose came from, but felt him.
Oh my
She felt his hands
God.
exploring her body.
Oh no.
Ryder hooked his thumbs in the waistband of her bottoms and yanked them down to her legs.
Oh
No sooner than they were around her ankles, she felt Jose's hand slip inside her panties. God, she's so fucking wet, he groaned. Get her out of here. Hey, you did the thing.
Yep.
I'm proud of you.
no. I have
Somehow
the
through
weirdest boner
Through
right
all
now.
of that.
Oh, it gets better.
Go on, keep going.
She should have been embarrassed or felt shy, but she wasn't and she didn't. She was soaked, and it was the wettest she'd ever been in her entire life.
Niagara Falls in here.
This is a line
Don't wanna
Read
say
it!
I'm gonna say it, but I gotta.
You gotta prep yourself.
Yeah.
I need you to do
I have
your
to-
best Iago voice.
Nope.
Come on.
Because this line. I don't.
Everything's better in Iago.
No, I
voice.
don't think Gilbert Gottfried could do this line justice. I can't do this line justice.
Okay.
Let's see if she tastes as good as she smells. Ryder suggested, pulling down her panties.
Let's see if she tastes as good as she smells.
Oh my God.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Jose's hand retreated up her body and up her shirt. He yanked down
It didn't
on her
retreat
bra,
if it moved.
exposing her breast. T. There's literally just a T. Oh. T. Carriage return. He had her surrounded. Jose.
He hated her.
Well, he hit T.
Oh.
Yeah. And then enter instead of hitting enter and typing
okay.
they. They had her surrounded. Jose on her right, CT behind her on her left, and Ryder on his knee in front of her. Oh boy. CT tugged on her ponytail so hard her head snapped back so roughly that she gasped in surprise. It
That
was-
seems a little rapey.
It was then that his mouth found hers and his tongue slipped between her lips. The kiss was a deep and possessive. His tongue
Was
battling
a deep and possessive.
his tongue battling hers for dominance, licking and sucking and biting both of her top and bottom lips.
For some reason, I thought you were going to say both of her top and bottom tongues, and I got very
Is it
concerned.
bad that this is already better than 50 Shades of Grey?
She moaned into his mouth as she felt the cool metal. What?
The cool metal, I'm assuming of his braces.
She moaned into his mouth as she felt the cool metal of Ryder's tongue lapping at her
Oh.
center.
Oh.
Metal?
She'd never
I
been with
guess
a
he
man
has
who had a tongue piercing,
Oh.
and after this, she wasn't sure she'd ever be able to go back.
That's actually a common misconception.
Just
Coming
reading
from
the
somebody
thing.
who had their tongue pierced.
I'm just reading the thing. Well, how many girls have you also? He kissed her deeper, claiming more before sending her back
You're
to
making me
Jose.
want to make you uncomfortable.
You're making me want to make my way downtown.
They alternated
Running
back
away
and forth while
super
Ryder
fast.
kissed her other lips.
That just sounds unhygienic.
They were relentless. The man in front of her licked and sucked and licked and licked and sucked and licked, dragging his piercing across every inch
Sorry,
of
I
her
didn't get that.
sensitive
What did he
flesh.
do again? He what?
Just reading the thing, man.
He... Wait, so he sucked
With one
and
last flick of his tongue, the small metal ball grazed her clit, sending her into convulsions.
she had a heart attack. She convulsed
Her
right
knees
there.
buckled and the two sets of strong hands wrapped around her body to keep her upright.
That is one powerful orgasm.
Oh my god. Ryder stood,
That's a
trailing
hot
kisses
man.
up her stomach as he went. Once he was on his feet, he pressed a small kiss on her collarbone before pulling his shirt over his head.
Oh, how sweet.
CT kissed her one last time, his gray eyes searching her blue for any sign of regret. "You still with us, baby?" he asked, the spark still there and possibly stronger than before. Yes, she moaned.
I can imagine these guys. I'm sorry, just pause for a second. I'm just imagining all these guys in this group, like now pausing to look at one another and going, "So, who gets the fucker?"
We all get to fuck her.
Well, why don't you fuck her?
Oh, we'll get there real quick. Yes, she moaned, biting on his bottom lip. She definitely had a thing for the drummer.
No.
Good. Then show us what that pouty little mouth of yours can do.
Oh my God! Here comes the cocksucking.
Here
I
comes
can
the
feel it.
beach.
I can feel it.
Beaches.
Anna dropped down to her knees.
Yep,
Excitement
called it.
coursed through her body as she discarded the rest of her clothes.
I'm sorry, but Anna is not this much of a seductive goddess in the. This is not how this works. Well.
CT was
well.
the first of the guys to undress.
Oh, God.
His body looked even better close up than it did
Oh.
on the poster
Okay.
hanging on her bedroom wall. She eyed him greedily, taking in his sculpted chest, rock-hard abs, and brightly colored tattoos.
That is not what I thought brightly colored was going.
He was perfection.
Brightly colored balls.
Sex on two legs and his dick, holy shit. He had the biggest, most perfect penis she'd ever seen. It made her mouth water.
I
Oh my God!
think that should be a ringtone right there.
It made her mouth
Mouth
water.
water.
I was actually talking about a second before
Oh.
No,
that.
I
my
kind of like that
God.
more.
The biggest, most perfectest penis ever.
Of them all, her mouth watered.
He approached, slowly, looking down at her, his gray eyes filled with lust.
Oh God.
He fisted his veiny cock
Ah!
with his right hand.
Wait, hold up. He did what now?
I
Fisted his cock.
Veiny cock with his
fisted his
hand.
veiny cock with his right hand,
Oh.
What does that
my.
mean?
using it to guide the tip of his dick over her lips. She tried unsuccessfully to catch it in her mouth before he pulled back, but he
I'm
pulled back
sorry.
before she could
This
taste
probably
him.
is gonna look really wrong, but this is the image I just got when you read that.
I did too!
Oh my God.
Anyway, he was teasing her, building anticipation, but she couldn't help the frustration she felt. She wanted his
Me
dick in
too,
her
Anna.
mouth.
I'm frustrated just listening to this.
She wanted his dick in her mouth. Are you pouting? He asked, half amused, half aroused.
Ah, yes.
Yeah,
I'm
he
aroused.
seems like he's only half aroused, definitely.
She's pouting, he told Jose as he came up beside him, naked and standing at attention.
Oh my God. I hate this. I hate everything about this.
better.
Oh my God.
She licked her lips. Jose's dick, while not as big as the drummer's, was still pretty fucking impressive. She reached over, wrapping her delicate fingers around his shaft, and slowly began to rub up and down.
Is this Vanna? I don't know if this is Vanna.
Nah, I need you to triple that penis.
There you go.
There you go.
Wider.
Okay, keep going.
That's a rocket.
Good thing I wanted to go into space.
Ryder came up on the other side of her. She smiled. His dick was pierced too.
Oh, what? Sorry.
She'd never seen one in real life. She'd never felt one, and she couldn't wait. With her other hand, she grabbed the lead singer before turning her attention back to the drummer. Are you gonna give me what I want? He ran his tip over her mouth again.
I'll give you what you want, you fucking slut.
Oh, God.
Keep going, Andrew.
Oh,
It's just getting good.
oh no, it's not.
Do you need an adult?
I am an adult.
There was so much regret in that statement. I don't want to be an adult.
Okay. I'm gonna read this and I'm not gonna stop.
Let me swallow my water. My water. My water. Before you
Okay.
keep going. Okay. All right, now I'm ready. I still want to spit.
He ran his tip over her mouth again, smearing the tiny bit of pre-cum over her lips. Her mouth popped open and her tongue darted out, lapping up his seed, eager for a taste. He spanked her mouth with his cock once, twice, 3 times before slipping it inside. She peeked up at him, watching, waiting. CT smirked, pleased that his teasing had affected her so, but little did she know that she had some tricks of her own. Relaxing her jaw, she sucked him into her mouth so deep that the tip of his erection hit the back of her throat. CT gasps, the smirk on his face falling quickly as he watched with lust-filled eyes as she deep-throated him. She pulled back, slobber dripping down her chin.
That's hot.
She may have stuck tongue out at him, payback for his early teasing.
So she
didn't have a chance to gauge his reaction before Ryder guided her head to him. Should I continue?
Nope.
Would you like to know more?
I'm good. Honestly, you lost me after the spanking of the dick against the mouth. That lost me. I'm good. Nope, I'm good.
I'm just going to take one line right here. It's one line, and then we're done. I jumped a few lines.
Go ahead.
She did her best to keep up with the blowjobs, but the tightening in her belly became more than she could handle. She lost focus as another orgasm tore through her body.
So giving a blowjob.
Okay. So
I think she's being fucked at that point.
Okay.
if giving, I was gonna say.
Yeah,
if
I said I
giving-
skipped
if
ahead.
giving blowjobs caused orgasms, most women would be glued to their boyfriend's laps.
Yeah, she's fucking at that point.
Okay, well that makes a little bit more sense because I was like, there's no such thing as a blowjob giving
Let's
an
see,
orgasm.
is
That's
there any
ridiculous.
other fun lines?
I take it back. That was not good. That was the worst. They had me in a little bit of it, and then it just.
They had me in the
then
first half.
Then it just you had me in the first half, and then the spanking of the dick against the mouth that really lost me. What face are you making?
I'm reading further. Just, oh my god.